Hey, Keldrick, how you doing? Whoops, sorry about that. I've got your work up and I've got your post up. So I was just reading through here. A couple of things I'm just really, I need to ask for clarification because there was a couple of things you're writing that aren't particularly clear to me. And if they're not clear to me, there's a good chance they might not be clear to the hiring professional, the person who's reviewing your work, or even a portfolio reviewer. So let's circumvent that by let me give you my reactions, and then you can take it from there. So um, my leave behind, I created a sticker to create a certain sense of nostalgia. I don't understand that. I don't understand how a sticker with your logo on it is creating a sense of nostalgia. Perhaps you can clarify that. I think that that will help me understand your approach a little better. I integrated a variety with this portion of the leave behind by creating a sticker, although I did not make several. It is my plan strategy to create other pieces that I will also register with the same sense of melancholy of being my audience's youth. Okay, again, I'm not real sure if I understand the correlation between the capital media sticker and the sense of melancholy or the connection with the youth of your audience. So those are some things that I think that would really, really benefit in clarifying those so that we can understand your conceptual approach. Um, Okay, that said, let's go ahead and jump over. We'll start with the business card. So the thing I'm seeing with the business card, the problem, the issue that I'm seeing is that this logo right here, this is a different shape. This has been distorted upon placement. Now, quite often that happens when you resize the logo. So if you place the logo here and then resize it. Now remember, in InDesign, I'm sorry, in Illustrator, when you resize, if you select that image and grab the corner bounding box with your mouse, holding your mouse down, you can stretch it to increase the size, right? But you can create distortion. So if you hold that shift key down while you resize, it'll constrain the original aspect ratio, and it will prevent any distortions. But that's a problem because those are two different. As you can see, this one is not as high. And I'm speaking in terms of scale. So of course it's smaller, right? But you can see that it's been um, you see how small and wide this one is, where this one is taller and less wide. Okay, that definitely points to distortion in placement. Okay, so right now you don't have your name on your business card. You have Keldrick Brooks at SNHU, but you got to get your name on there. As a matter of fact, let's go through what I recommend for the business card. So in the business card, your name, definitely, your logo, your mailing address, that's optional but recommended. Your telephone, you got that. Email address, definitely. Your job title, definitely. Your web page URL and your LinkedIn page, if you have it. Also, in the letterhead. And in the letterhead, you want to include your name, your logo. Definitely want to include that mailing, return mailing address, telephone, fax, and or cell, email, and your web URL. And then in the leave behind piece, you want to leave everything. You want to leave all of your contact information on that leave behind piece. Okay, so the business card, got to get your name on there. And then also the type here for the, and I'll zoom in here so we can see this, but this type is presented differently than this. It's a different color. So you want to address that. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to the letterhead. I think the letterhead is a good continuation. It's a good adaptation of the business card. So that's pretty good. No distortions in that logo, it seems. But you want to check, that actually does look like it may be a little distorted. So you definitely want to check the size of that. I think that the contact information here is a little too large. You're down to about almost a third of the page in your contact information. So I recommend reducing the heck out of the size of this type right here. Right now it's probably set at maybe 14, maybe even 16. You don't have to go much higher than 8 or 10 on this tops. So you definitely don't want to encroach so far down in the composition. Okay, let's go to the leave behind. Now, leave behind has me a little confused. I'll have to admit, and I don't mean any disrespect here, Keldrick. I'm trying to understand. The leave behind kind of is all crinkled up, and I'm not sure I understand exactly what the intent is by placing the sticker as a kind of a distressed, almost crumbled up, and that kind of points to your branding, because this appears though it's been crumbled up, which would point to a little bit of disrespect to your own logo. Do you see what I'm saying? So if it's going to be a sticker, I highly recommend you don't present it on this kind of crumbled background. Also, you said you want to recommend other stickers. You want to leave other stickers as well. Let's get this settled in, man. I mean, we have to turn this in next week, so this has to be near completion as soon as possible. The leave behind piece, typically you don't want to just use capital media. You want to use your contact information on there, definitely. And that's so that the person who you leave this piece with, if it becomes separated from your hiring packet, that they can still get a hold of you. Okay, so those are my recommendations, Keldrick. I think you're off to a really fantastic start, but consider my comments. If they make sense to you, go ahead and implement those recommended changes. If they don't, or if you disagree with what I'm saying, then that's something that would be reflected in your final design for the branding suite. So if you have any questions at all at this point, please let me know, and I'll be more than glad to address. Okay, thank you very much.